What's up, YouTube? This is third time. I'm back in. Hold on a second. I should have got a drink before I started the video. I apologize. Throat gets a little dry when you start talking, when you're rambling on. Oh yeah, I gotta get rid of this. Wait, okay, whenever you critically hit this ability, cause an extra ability to reduce. Okay. Oh yeah. That's what I was looking at. Okay. Somebody told me that I didn't need to have both of those on there, and they're correct. This actually decreases the cast time for, I normally like to use it for that. So, anyways, my name's Serpentine. I want to thank you for joining me in my next class summary video, DPS healing rotation. I'm going to be going over my Lifebringer build. Okay, this is going to be a shorter video, but I just want to make sure that I'm covering everything. So, we'll go over the macros first. Macros. Right. So in this macro, I have a Primal Flow, which is I cast Primal Avatar and Essence Flow. I should cast. No, yeah. I worked this out. So this right here, this is when things are starting to get heavy. I'll cast that when I need to get some inundates out really quick to bring some health. And I'm surprised this does a whole lot, especially when you use Essence Flow. What Essence Flow does is it increases your healing. Where's it at? Essence Flow. See, here it is. Increases the healing of your next 3 inundate abilities within 30 seconds by 100. So these are going to heal for a whole lot. And your Primal Avatar, increases your critical hit chance with your spells by 100. And what happens is that those keep critting and you get stacking, so you actually can get off 5, I think it was 5 inundates. I believe that your the heals from your hots stack. I have to do some checking onto that, because every time I do, I use this build mainly for Nightmare Rifts, or like if there's no healers and nobody wants to heal during PvP matches. So you'll see some of my videos where I'll switch to healing because I can't stand not having a healer, and I just wish the healing was better. Anyways, moving on. So this one is my Serenity. This is my macro so I just target somebody and it casts on the target. So that way I don't have to do the ground thing, because a lot of times I'll be going ground target. Here's the thing about ground targets. I'll be running around or moving sometimes, and I'll go to do like a ground target. And then when you have your ground target up, here, let me just show you. Let me show you. It's easier. Some of these things are easier if I just, show you. Okay, I have my ground target up, and I'm going over here. I click, and sometimes I'll click on something I don't want to. Like I'll click on a person instead of the ground. Say I'm running. There's a bunch of people right here. I'll click, boom, right here. Right when I click, somebody will run through. And it'll end up clicking on that person who's running. And I just, that's not for this ability, but for some of my other ones, it does that. And I don't like it. I think Primal, the Drake one, the Beacon of the Drake, actually, if you cast it on a person, it follows that person, because you'll see in one of the videos where I clicked on somebody that was standing there, and everybody started getting hit with it. He ran over here, and there was another group over here. These people stopped taking the damage from it, and these people over here started taking damage from it. So I'm not sure if that was something that was designed specifically in the game or whatever, but I noticed once I do that, I don't see the beacon for I don't see the Drake beacon anymore. So, anyways, alright, we're going to go over this rotation. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't finish my macros. Yeah, single-minded today. Alright, let me go over here. I'm like kind of scatterbrained today. Anyways, this is Burnt Salvo. This is, let me see. Okay, yeah, right. I just had to make sure I didn't have the wrong one up. So this is my damaging abilities: Vorpal Salvo, Stroke of Brilliance, Precision Bolt, and Fury Blast. And basically, I have this here because you really should, if you're going to damage, open up. Always dot your target first. Always open up with that. And then you go into this, because you'll never get to that. You'll never get to this dot in this build. You'll never get to it unless you're moving. But if you're standing there, always open up with it. So that's my damage rotation. It's not very. It's what, 4 abilities. You know, this is the biggest part of the damage right here. Is this? So this is the healing build. So basically, I need Q. Hold on, I'm gonna see something really quick. See my stats. Q, R, F. Pop this. Okay, no, I didn't do this. So I guess I'm not, because I'm not taking damage, so the heals, my hots aren't taking off. I think I have to be taking damage, but yeah, I have to do that because I think my crits from my hots were reducing the cooldown, and that's why I was able to sometimes cast this like instantaneously, like 2 or 3 times in a row, because I had a lot of crits, and you know, I hot up. I am big on hotting up a lot of people, and this has a pretty reasonable cooldown, so I can hot up several people. You know, I hot up somebody. Serenity, I guess I found the other day, Serenity is the crits from the Serenity do the what is it? I don't know. I forgot the name of the ability. I forgot the name of the ability. Hold on, give me just a second. I just had it. And that's bad when you're like doing a video. I just had it, and I was like, I'm gonna say this. And I need to say it, and it. What is the name of that ability? Huh. Well, while I'm looking, I might as well go over my build. So we have Fixation, increases your single target healing and damage and absorbing by 8%. Your Roaring Rapids increase my healing by my crit chance by 6%. I got the Coming Storm, healing increases the damage, you know, your next damaging ability by 9, and damaging increases your next healing ability by 9. And that one's not so good in this build, because I don't really do much damage in this one. I mean, I do sometimes. Anyways, Blossom Shower. Each stack of Blossom on an ally increases their maximum health by 5%, by 0.5%, and increases the healing I do on them by 1%. That's alright. Nature's Keeper. Channeling Nurture on an ally with 5 blossoms deals 30% of the damage to. You know, this is good to use in PvP. I found, especially when people get focused, because this build does a really good job of keeping up targets, a single target, especially when you got 3 or 4 people on them. And this actually helps. You know, it actually works out really well. I don't have these, and I don't know why I don't have those yet. I've Germinate. It's a single target healing, reduces the target's damage taken by, at the end it'll be 6%, but right now it's only 2. Sudden Growth. Deluge has 100% chance to apply 5 targets. That's why I like a Deluge, because it does instantly stack. I got all my stacks. Hooray! All 5. And then that increases the oh Lord. There we go. That increases it here. That should be there. I don't know why it wasn't. Anyway, going back here, we got Conservation, Overhealing. An ally with 5 stacks of Blossom spreads 20% of overhealing to injured allies. That's why I do this. Get the 5 stacks and then throw this. And then normally at that point they're topped off. And then, you know, I'll throw 1 or 2 inundates, and then I'll just channel this, and then overhealing goes over. And if they're in Serenity, it doesn't do a whole lot of overhealing, but it does, you know, it's not laughable. It's not laughable. So, alright, whenever you heal with Inundate, Deluge, or Estuary, your healing is increased by 9%. That's not bad. Conservation, we went over that. Thrive. Deluge provides an absorption shield equal to its healing value. Bound. Definitely going to get bound when I get it. Well, I mean, I'm going to get the rest of the points in this are going in here, so I can get my 31 points. And I mean, I thought the rest of these would be much better. This, as I'm looking at it, intensifies the life forces of my ally, reducing the damage they take by 30% for 8 seconds. Each second for 8 seconds, the ally heals for 25% of their missing health. Wow, that was rough to spit out. Not bad. Not a bad little buff. Um, 7-minute cooldown. This seems very. This to me is like an oh shit heal. Like, because that's 25% of their missing health. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And it reduces the damage I take. So that's actually going to be. I'm really interested to get that and see what exactly that does. Okay, so this is my heal. Where is that ability at? I thought it was one of the lower ones. Anyways, so I'll have to do some more research. I may have misread it somewhere. So there's basically the healing rotation. You got your 3 heals. Make sure you throw that down. That's actually mandatory if you want to do any type of AoE healing. So I mean, it's pretty basic. I mean, this healing build there's not much to it. And then you have your few damaging abilities. This also, you have this knockback, which actually is pretty decent. And I use this. I actually don't think I've used this for anything but PvP, because you get a bunch of melee guys on you, and you don't want them on you. Knock them off, run away. Alright guys, well that is my Lifebringer soul build. I appreciate you guys for watching. Like I said, disclaimer, not the best rotation, not the best build. This is what I have fun with. This works for me. Just use this as a stepping stone. If you like this, use it, build upon it. And if you come up with something that works better, let me know in the comments below. And I will most definitely use it. If it's better than what I have working, I will most definitely use it. I appreciate you guys watching the video. I will see you guys in the next one.